Hi, I'm Laura Hill, and welcome back to my channel. Well, I did something this weekend that I've never done before. I watched women's basketball. Now, I don't think I've ever watched a men's basketball game or a professional women's basketball game, but I watched women play at the collegiate level. Why? Because of the phenom we've all been hearing about, Caitlin Clark. Whenever anyone uses the term GOAT, it sparks my imagination. The greatest of all time. Now, I haven't ever done anything in my life, especially anything athletic, that would even put me in the same atmosphere as someone who plays at that level. But I got excited because there was so much buzz, so much anticipation that this young woman had broken so many records, and that along with her successes, she was taking an entire sport along with her. Reminds me of years ago and the Tiger Woods phenomena. I grew up hearing about Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus, and when Tiger Woods came along, golf became electric. It was cool. All the young kids wanted to play golf. My kids certainly did. And here we now have a generation of young girls who are playing basketball and looking up to this greatest of all time player. But what really interested me was those couple of days after the semifinals and the finals, as she continued to break records and shoot from distances that many men, I guess, can't shoot from. And people who went before her, those that built the game, that held the ladder that she now is able to climb to the top of, were being quoted as maybe, and painted, quite frankly, as being a little unhappy, disappointed, not willing to cheer her on or show her any support, making excuses for why the game had changed or she had beaten someone's record because of a change here or a change there, better equipment, better facilities. It made me laugh a bit because I'm sure that happened when Tiger Woods came on the scene. And, I'm sure Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer and Seve Ballesteros were all quoted as maybe making comments that were or could be taken out of context. But I thought it was interesting that since this was a woman, how the perception immediately went to, and the presumption immediately went to, as women don't support women. And so these comments made by longtime record holders, I think, were taken a bit out of context on purpose, because we as a society like to think that women are always there on the sidelines, ready to dig at another woman, ready to take away a little bit of their glory, ready to rain on their parade. Now, I think that Caitlin Clark, and of course I'm not a sports fanatic, so I may be completely wrong, but I think she's someone that is going to take this sport to another level. Maybe one of those once in a lifetime players that, irregardless of the negative things that are said about her or about people talking about her, that she will rise above it because her talent is just so incredible. As women, we need to embrace those that come into our bubble and absolutely blow it out of the water. And while we'll certainly not be in a position to compete against someone like a Caitlin Clark, I've seen it when women open a competing business, or a real estate agent comes into an office and all of a sudden blows the numbers out of the water. And the reaction of other women in the community, other women in that workplace, is always a little bit of jealousy mixed with envy, and that inability to just say, "Oh my gosh, this gal is incredible." We can support people that do the same thing that we do, that do similar things that we do, but we can also learn from them. Yes, sometimes it's God-given talent. I would say that with Caitlin Clark without a doubt. If I had started playing basketball like she did when I was her age, I still wouldn't be a Caitlin Clark. And I look at people in my profession and in some of the positions that I've held over the years, and I see people that came on the scene and there was just no stopping them. They had skills, they had abilities that were always going to take them further than me. And maybe not even further than me, but take them faster than me. We've all got our own timeline. We all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. Never forget, though, that there's someone there holding the ladder when you're ready to climb. And I think Caitlin Clark will be one of those women that sets a great example for all of us. She seems very driven, has an incredible work ethic, incredible God-given talent, but also someone who seems a bit humble, even though she's obviously extremely competitive. I think we can learn a lot from a goat like her and use that in our own lives as we watch the women around us climb up with our help to achieve wonderful things. I hope I'll catch you next time on the channel. Take care.